and we are going to show you how to do a non-alcoholic extract using food-grade glycerin. That's a request that we get all the time. Can you make extract without alcohol? The answer is yes, you can, and this is how you do it. Let's jump right in.
This is our first slide where we haven't gone into depth about a certain type of alcohol. And so we thought it would be the perfect time to show you that, hey, if you don't want alcohol for any reason, there's an option for you.
There you go. So let's do it. Let's grab it. We've already pre-measured it so we can be as fast as we can here.
Yeah.
Because we're using glycerin, we wanted to use Madagascar vanilla beans for the reasons that we mentioned before. Madagascar is sort of our baseline. And so when we're making a new extract, we try to isolate everything, isolate bean taste. So we go to Madagascar, we're going to put those in. Again, you can use Mexican, you can use Indonesian, you can use the Papua New Guinea planifolia, they're close. The Tanzania is really buttery as well. We typically go to like a Madagascar.
This is Madagascar because we've never tried this before, and anytime I'm trying something new and I'm not sure, I really kind of like to just stick with the Madagascar and something very experimental because I know it's pretty standard. And you know, it's a very standard vanilla flavor.
There you go.
So, here we go. I'm just going to cut these in half just really quick for time's purposes.
We're not going to slice these, we're just going to cut them right in half. And so, to make sure that they're fully submerged in the solution once we put them in.
And whatever you like to do, you've seen it. You can tie them, you can leave them whole, you can cut them in half, you can slice them down the middle. It's whatever you want.
Now, food-grade glycerin is pretty highly concentrated, and so for the same reasons that we add water to Everclear to sort of loosen up the concentration, we've got to do the exact same thing with food-grade glycerin. And so like you'll see in the recipe, the alcohol-free, this is called on our website the low-carb alcohol-free extract. We add the 1 pint of the glycerin and then 6 ounces of water to sort of dilute it to allow the flavor compounds of the vanilla to sort of come through the more watered-down solution.
Yep.
Okay?
So this is 1 pint of food-grade vegetable glycerin. And then it's 6 ounces of water. And I'm just going to stir it up. It's definitely thicker than alcohol.
It's much thicker.
Yeah.
There's another reason that water needs to be added. Again, just like in alcohol, if you're using a bourbon, right, and it's 40% alcohol, it's 60% water. We have to do the exact same thing in the glycerin.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, so I always like to add my beans first because, again, there's that displacement. I'm not sure how much I'm getting. I might need a titch more, and it makes less of a mess, too. I'm putting it in a bigger jar because there's a lot of shaking that we're going to do, and maybe later I want to add a little bit more to it and wait and kind of create a little glycerin mother jar.
So the bigger jar just gives us lots of flexibility to play around. If we want to change it or adjust it in the future, we can do that.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm just going to add the glycerin in the water. This is 2 ounces of beans. This recipe is listed on our website as the alcohol-free extract or the low carb because you're not getting any carbs from the alcohol. It's just the glycerin. On the recipe it says about 7 to 10 beans. But because of how much glycerin we're putting in, we're just putting for us, we like to put in a little extra beans.
Yep.
But according to the recipe, Starlet says 7 to 10 beans will be just fine, which is 7 to 10 beans is about 1.5 ounces. So we put about a ½ ounce extra into this. So it's up to you what you want to do here.
Yep. Laura, great suggestion. We totally hear you. In terms of moving things over, we'll try to slide things out of the way when we're using the cutting board so you can see how that works. And in the next show, we'll do that even more. That's great feedback.
Thank you.
We're trying to get it all done. We don't have all of the cameras that like Good Morning America has. We have our phone that's set up over there on a stand and some lights to make sure you can see our faces.
Yep.
But we love any feedback that you can give us on sound, on look, feel, anything that we can improve on. We're always trying to improve. So thank you, Laura, for bringing that up. I couldn't agree more. It's great feedback. Like Sherry said, anytime you want to say you guys are awesome, you can do that too. Thank you, Sherry.
Okay, so we've got the glycerin and we've got the water and the beans. It says that once a week for 4 weeks you want to give it a good shake. And so I kind of like that I have room to really shake it up. So I'm just going to shake that up, and then you're just going to put it in a cool, dark place. you've gone a month, then you're going to shake it up every 2 to 3 times a week. And then over time, you'll see that the glycerin will turn dark. It's not going to be as dark as your extract with alcohol. It'll be a little lighter, but it will still turn colors. It will still be dark. And the only way you're really going to know if this is ready is you're going to open it up and you're just going to smell it. And if it's very strong vanilla flavor, then you know it's ready. If you're not getting a lot of vanilla, then you need to wait just a titch more.
So there you go. And
Yeah.
then we're going to come back and we will test all of these in a future live like we like to do. In our last live, we did all the tastings of extracts we made a year ago and had a lot of fun there. You can see it, the replay on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But we'll come back and we'll try these as well. So